This material is property of the Minnesota State High School League. No downloading, saving, or archiving of this production is permitted.
Gonna try and score, and she is in safe. Coming around and shot a goal! Big knock. See? Touchdown, Coon Rapids. Beautiful blue skies overhead at Andover High School as CTN welcomes you to its coverage of the Section 7 3A Girls Soccer Quarterfinals as the number 3 seeded Andover Huskies host the number 6 seed Coon Rapids Cardinals. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above for the action, and Howie, first-year head coach Ben Benson, it's been a year for them. They did take some steps in the positive direction, especially the last couple of weeks, but facing a team that really dominated them during the regular season.
Yeah, Andover coming in with an 8-4-2 record, but you're right. Earlier in the season, they played at Coon Rapids. Andover winning 12-0, and that was a shellacking for sure. But you're right, they have gotten a little stronger as the season progressed. Now they do come in a little banged up tonight, so it's a test for sure. But one that I know they feel that they have an opportunity in.
You mentioned the Cardinals being nicked up. A couple of girls and notable ones who are trying to play through injury. We'll have to keep an eye on Kaylin Green. We saw on Wednesday night last week against Champlin Park. Went down with a knee injury in the first minute of the contest and did not return. But very good to see her out on the field. No brace on her leg. That was the captain, Anna Langworthy, set to move the ball from center.
Yeah, you and I were texting, and you had mentioned that to me. So, of course, I sent a text to her dad, Ryan, to see how she was. And he said she was doing good. So we were certainly glad to hear that and certainly glad that she's out here tonight.
Cardinals' pass up was thwarted by the charging Husky forwards. And now with some trouble down in the corner, Bailey Rao forced to just play it out, and Andover quickly turns possession over and has it deep in the Cardinal end.
That's what the Cardinals can ill afford, is certainly turn that ball over in their own end against a team like Andover who can score.
Bringing a lot of pressure early. This one bounced in from a ways out by Dana Stocky and easily handled by Stella Bone. But Andover right away getting the ball in deep, bringing a lot of pressure on the ball, good touches, and setting things up. Down the wing comes Aubrey Swenson into the middle, and a shot that, again, didn't have a lot on it, but at least making sure that keeper Stella Bone is on her mark.
The Huskies are 3-1-1 in their last 5 games, so they've been playing good soccer at the right time of the season, and that's why we feel that the Cardinals are certainly going to get a test here tonight, and they're going to have to see if they can be up for that task, especially with some players that maybe aren't at 100%.
Tried to play it into that corner a little too hard, went out, and so Yang Wen with the throw-in for the Cardinals, but you see how quickly they intercept, only about 10, 15 feet maybe between their triangle of attack.
Oh, they do put a lot of pressure on. The Cardinals are going to have their hands full all night trying to get that ball out of their end.
Stocky sends it back in deep. That's Schmidt, I think, working on it in the corner. Cardinals able to come up with possession and are in a clear, at least closer to midfield. Andover again quickly turns. This one's going to be offside. The shot easily handled anyhow, but after the whistle, and they knew no reason to take a big kick.
Well, there are two girls on this squad that really do the majority of the scoring. Skyland Jorgensen with 9 goals and 2 assists, and Addie Dobrats with 8 goals and 3 assists.
Clear left side for Del Frat. Andover again able to pressure, force a turnover. This one to the middle, trying to cover his Bone. Instead, it hops away into the net, and the Huskies are on the board.
Who was on the far side? I didn't see that. Will they give her the credit for that goal? Take another look at it. Went off a Cardinal.
Bowen trying to keep it away from Jorgensen, that leading scorer you were just talking about. You see her bringing the pressure
get a foot
in the
on
middle.
it?
I don't believe that she did. Jorgensen with a steal. So it was Brenna Hudson who played it from the wing that was trying to cross out front. There's another opportunity in close, but another one that's going to be flagged offside. Alicia Hoffman a step ahead of the defense. They are giving it to Jorgensen.
And Hudson with the assist. That's her 6th assist. She now ties for the lead on the team. Does Hudson, and of course now that's Jorgensen's 10th goal of the year.
Well, and who knows if that will be changed. I really don't think Jorgensen got a touch on it. Stone just eager to keep it away from Jorgensen, mishandled it, and it went off of her and into the net. Green able to head it out near midfield, but the Huskies right back on the attack. Swenson's pass denied by Green. Unable to handle it was Stevenson along the side. Swenson's throw in. Jorgensen bumped, ends up out of bounds off the Huskies. Bowen again forced to be aggressive, come out and keep that one away from Stocky, who was coming down the middle that time.
Well, the Huskies do a really nice job again behind the defense of the Cardinals, and Bowen has to be aggressive to make sure she beats that Husky player to the ball.
In the middle, Hoffman had it, turned away by the Cardinals. Huskies again regain control at the 35-yard line. So 45 yards from goal, 15 yards into the Cardinals' half, however which way you want to look at it. Huskies forced to take it back to their back line as the Cardinals trying to bring a little pressure on the ball. Now along through, that will force Lydia Nordquist back into her own end. Stocky will turn, has a little bit of room. Here comes some pressure from Alphen. Played to the far side. Baumauer plays it and now gets it back. Had a little trouble controlling, and now we'll send a long through to the corner. An opportunity to run onto it. Numbers shot off the post. The rebound off of Stocky and into the net. And Andover up 2-0 with just less than 6 minutes played.
Well, again, the fact that they use their speed so well to get behind the defense and give themselves an opportunity. You're going to see it again as she's going to race in front and get that shot right off that crossbar.
Oh, it was Jorgensen, again.
Yep.
Right place, right time.
Yep. That's her 2nd goal, 11th of the year. So much for keeping her in check.
Huskies going to get a free kick. And that's just going to allow them to push it back deep into the Coon Rapids end. We've already seen how smothering their pressure can be, keeping the Cardinals from getting it out of their own end. Turning with it is Hoffman. Jorgensen trying to play it in. Handled by Swenson. The shot and a goal. And just like that, it's a 3-0 lead. Audrey Swenson finishing it off.
That's actually her first goal of the season. She has an assist on the year, but
Swenson just held her ground, got the steal, took the shot, started to celebrate.
yeah, again 3-0. We're not 7 minutes in.
Not the way the Cardinals wanted to
No.
start, and really not a way they could afford to start.
Not against a team like
Anything
this.
is possible, but you have 70+ minutes of soccer yet to play. This one fired in from near midfield, and Bone will send it right back out. Anything is possible, but you certainly have put yourself in a position where you need to play almost perfect soccer for those 70+ minutes.
You certainly do.
Booted away out of bounds by Nordquist.
And the key, obviously, for the Cardinals is pressure down in the Husky end, and they haven't had any yet here early on in this first half.
Swenson settling, lets Rao go by. Played it just over the head of Yang Win. She'll track it down along the far sideline. Her pass off target, intercepted by Schmidt. Andover looks to set up. Play it back to their back line, a reverse field to the goal scorer, Swenson. Hoffman can't get past Bailey Rao, still has control. Now chips it to the corner, an opportunity for Hudson, but offside.
Yeah, again, so here early on, Andover pretty much doing what they want. You see a nice job trying to put it on her, but a little bit too much.
Swenson down the wing, trying to cut back, able to get across in front of Rao. Her play to the middle, turned around by Yang Win. Cardinals trying desperately to push it back out, at least to midfield. In the middle is Bakri. Bakri with a little room to run. Near side for Green, leaves it back for her. Marked by Stocky, she moves it ahead, but turned right back around by Nordquist. Stevenson disrupting things for the Cardinals, but Andover able to regain control. Play to the far side, and they've got a little room to operate. And then another long through ball, and that one's going to be offside again as Stocky just a little too quick down that side, and it went a little bit east-west before it was moved forward on the second touch.
But look at the footwork, and they do a really nice job on getting that through ball, getting the pass, but as you mentioned, just a little bit too much on that. But that's what leads to their opportunities.
But yeah, as Hudson went to redirect it ahead for Stocky, it forced her offside. Right back on the attack, played into the box. That one's blocked away by Rao. Recovering quickly and able to force it out of bounds is Callie Alphin.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Alphin. She was able to outrace Andover player to the ball and kick it out so they could reset. Wholesale substitutions for the Huskies.
And Alphin, just a freshman. Nice to see the youth that this program has.
Yes.
That will help with Ben Benson trying to get it turned back in the right direction. Again, just one win last year. They have 4 this year. It's a good start, especially when we've talked about the slump in scoring over several seasons.
Yes.
That while they haven't completely corrected, they have at least shown a bit more offensive spark this year and a little bit more consistency as they were getting, a goal just about every game through
Right.
the last month and a half.
Well, and and they've scored 13 goals in their last 3 games, so for them that's excellent.
Of course, those 13 goals came in 2 of those 3 games.
Yeah, they lost 1-0 to Champlain Park, but
we'll take the blame. Bill and I were conversating and talking about that one. I was going to say that one's got to be offside.
Yeah.
Hudson, a good step and a half behind the defense. Well-designed plays, just the timing a little off. But yeah, we were talking about it. Cardinals would have been satisfied with a scoreless tie to end the season.
Right.
And then
they were
gave
scored
up a goal
upon late.
in the, I think the 77th minute,
Was it?
if
Oh,
I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I suppose I could look at that. I have
I'm sure you
the
do.
lack of technology.
You have the written proof.
Yeah. 77th minute. Just under 3:45 remaining when they gave up the goal against Champlain Park. Stella Bone had an outstanding game in that contest. It could have not been scoreless until that 77th minute. Cardinals had some decent chances as well, though. Both were four-win clubs. Both were riding 2-game win streaks, trying to finish the season on a win streak. And unfortunately for the Cardinals, they were not the ones to emerge with that 3-game win streak.
Well, especially the way it went down in the 77th minute too. I mean, you feel if you're not going to score, at least you have that tie to close the season.
Yeah, you can never breathe easy. I mean, Champlain or Andover at this point can breathe a little easier than they did 10 minutes ago.
Right.
But 3 goals in quick succession to start this contest, and the heavily favored Huskies have a commanding lead.
And again, they have to feel pretty good about that. The fact that they jumped out to that lead, and you put all the pressure now on Coon Rapids.
Green banks it out off of McKnight. The throw-in goes to Stevenson. Stevenson turns it to the middle. There's Backery back to the corner for Kaylin Green. Green finds Stevenson for a one-timer, high lofted ball just over the net.
We saw a lot of that against Park Center in the game that we did during the regular season. A lot of that, just that loft into the back of the net, up and over the goaltender.
Well, Mao is still back on her line. You're probably not going to get that lofted goal against a more seasoned veteran. She's the senior goalkeeper for the Husky squad.
Yeah, her goals against is .85, so she's been pretty solid in net.
But it was a well-designed play against a strong defense to create a good scoring chance. A run down the wing, Hoffman fires Bone the save and knocks it out of bounds. Excuse me, that was Isabella Schroeder.
Well, Bone with a nice play just to be aggressive and push the ball away. See it here. She's going to dive for it.
First corner kick of the contest goes to the Huskies, and they will just pass it off, try and attack from that corner. Cardinals clear, and a throw in for the Huskies. Approaching the midway mark in the first half, Section 7 3A quarterfinal.
Getting close to the halfway mark here.
I just
Did you say
said
that?
that.
I was just reading.
Not-
I was
not
reading
even
a stat.
30
That's
seconds
so
ago.
funny.
Oh, Shapiro.
I love it.
They bring a lot of numbers in deep and really just force the pressure on the Cardinal defense. You see a lot of white jerseys in there as well, though. The Cardinals defending heavily, able to break it up and get it out at least as far as Langworthy.
Well, now especially down 3-0, their defense needs to step up.
Here's a shot on a hop taken by Stella Bone. Langworthy trying to pressure that back line of defense, getting some support from Del Frat, but Andover able to get it turned around. Bailey Rao able to get back and break up the attack coming from Sophia Purcell. Out the near side, and a throw in for Andover. Both Huskies teams draw the number 6 seed in the Section 7 3A tournament. Both Cardinals clubs draw the number 6 seed. Meaning same doubleheader action as it might have been during the regular season. Another opportunity, a shot, and a huge save for Stella Bone. Dove to her right. Lauren Wright just teed that up and tried to go across to the far side, and just a fingertip denied her the goal.
Well, that's all you need. Just get a little piece of it. She's able to change direction. And last couple of good attempts on net, and nice saves by Stella Bone.
Winner of this game will face the winner of Blaine and Cambridge Isani. Corner kick served to the back post this time. Cardinals able to get to it first. Del Frat trying to put some pressure on. Yang Wen able to step in and get the steal. Again, Andover right back on the attack, trying to force it to the middle. A turnaround shot was blocked, and then one fired up over out of play, and a goal kick upcoming.
The Cardinals number 3, Katie Sigmund.
Kaylee Stegman has entered the action for the Cardinals.
Stevenson sends it ahead too far for Langworthy, scooped up by Mao.
Well, she hasn't had much work back there so far tonight.
Stocky pushes it across, moved along by Overham. Cardinals able to stop it up short of midfield. Down the left wing comes Langworthy. Marked well by Schmidt, trying to cross, gets it halfway out, but interrupted and returned to midfield by the Rebel defense. Again, just creating foot races, and they are winning on their speed. A shot from an angle off the crossbar again.
Yeah, we've seen 2 of those, but one led to a goal.
Little contact, couple bodies hit the turf, no whistle. Play continues. Back to the back line for Overham. Into the middle for Stocky. Huskies trying to bring the attack right in the middle. Cardinal back line stands strong. Able to knock it away and clear.
Almost a good opportunity there for Andover.
Cardinals clear it right down the line, trying to create a foot race and win it on their own end. Instead, Overham able to get there just in front of Grace Stevenson. And again, they do a nice job of reversing field, finding someone who has a little bit of turf to play with. Kowalczyk stopped up there by Caitlin Griffith, able to get it back, forces it to the middle. Rao rejects that. And the Huskies will reset. Overham near side for McKnight. Will give it go down the sideline. Able to keep it in. And no, she did not. Yang Win and LeClaire will check back in for the Cardinals. Haley Nightingale is going to come in and replace Mao in the nets.
I saw her warming up on the side earlier.
At this point, the Huskies feeling pretty confident in their ability to advance a 3-0 lead and almost complete control through the first 23 minutes. Long shot in, easy save for Stella Bone. She has seen a lot of action in this first 20-plus minutes.
Nightingale has played 4 games and she's got a goals against average of 1.01. So they've got a couple of solid keepers. Doesn't obviously have the time Mao played.
There's a turnaround shot. Cardinals tried to block the cross. Didn't get enough of it. A turnaround shot and goal for Mackenzie Euchre. And it's a 4-0 advantage.
Yeah, it was a pretty goal. Again, she just turned around and shot. Fired it.
Assist number 12, Kala Schrader.
Yeah, right play for Caitlin Griffith to stop the cross, just not able to control it and almost left it on a tee for Euchre. Cardinals with a little bit of possession time in the attacking end, but very little as the Huskies eventually gain control, and again, passing well
On the whole,
in order to find someone with space.
the hole continues to get deeper for the Cardinals.
Nightingale just rolls it out for Kowalczyk. Huskies try a little give and go down the far sideline, pass a little too long.
A little too much go.
Or the go was not as quick.
Or she didn't give as much go as she needed. Or maybe a little less go. Less give.
Near side, out of the reach of Yang Win. Surprising to see her up at the forward position. Here's a chance for Purcell down the left side. Bowen charges out, able to take it right off her foot, and Rao able to find some help. Cardinals clear. Stevenson had it cut off by Overham. Cardinals get it right back. Trying to push it through, but stopped up right at midfield by McKnight.
You know, this score could be greater, but still Bones made a couple of nice saves to make sure the goals didn't get in.
Very unofficially,
Of course.
10 shots on goal for Andover. And that's about as unofficial as you can get, because I guarantee I've missed some. Here they come with numbers onside, shot and goal. This time it's Isabella Schroeder getting her. She had the assist on the last
She did.
goal.
Scoring for the Huskies.
That's her third goal of the season. They do such a nice job of controlling the action, and then just really nice job getting behind the defense and a solid strike there to find the back of the net.
So Schrader makes it 5-0. Still 14 minutes to play in the first half. Cardinals were really hoping, they knew they coming in here they had a mountain to climb if they hoped to put on the glass slipper. But they wanted to come out and at least show the improvements they've made over the last 6 weeks of the season. And so far, it has been all Andover, basically right back on pace to what they did in their first meeting.
Yeah, they've played them twice and have given up 17 goals in the 2 matchups, and we still have plenty of time left in this one.
Minneapolis math on display.
Oh, it's just perfect. Didn't even have to pull out my phone and use the calculator.
I did see you slip your shoe off.
I did.
Huskies try to work the attack down that right wing again, intercepted and turned around nicely by Angelina LeClaire. Stopped up by Overham.
Really carrying the 2 helped me a lot. I carried the 2 and I figured it out to 17.
Kowalczyk gets it ahead for Lauren Wright. Wright down the right wing. She's got help out front. She'll take the shot. Bone will make the save. It'll stay 5-0.
Yeah, again, a nice opportunity for a setup there, but Stella Bone comes through and makes a great save.
Well, and as an Andover player, I mean, you have a tap-in goal for Euchre out front.
Yep.
Cardinals able to get it down to the other end and at least put it in on Nightingale. But it's a tap-in goal for Euchre. But as an Andover player with that opportunity, you're already up big. You kind of just want to be a little selfish.
Sure. I totally get that.
Stopped up, turned around by Bolanos. Cardinals again squeezed off of it before midfield. Stiegman, another freshman, getting some time. She was just kind of bodied off it by a much larger athlete. Checking in, Kaylin Green. Howie?
She's number 9.
Yes, she is.
That's what it says on the program, that she's number 9.
Huskies working it back to the near side, trying to get McKnight running down the wing. Pushes it ahead for Euchre, stops up, trying to cross out front. That was denied by Green. Overham gets it right back for Purcell. Into the middle, turning with it, Kowalczyk. Back to McKnight. Fancy footwork down the sideline, all the way into the corner. Now trying to cross. A lot of white jerseys there. This one not cleared effectively, though. And a shot from a ways out by Kowalczyk, easily handled again by the keeper, Stella Bone.
Well, Stella Bone has had a lot of action here tonight. Unofficially.
No, and officially. I mean, that's when there's not a quantitative amount, it doesn't have to be official.
Correct.
And a lot is definitely subjective, but it is not quantitative.
Thank you, Professor.
No problem. And a lot, I think, is perhaps an understatement, considering the pressure she has faced. And the Cardinals have been under, as a team, just buried in their own end. McKnight just trying to get around this one, make sure she can clear it out the side, which she does. Pressure coming from Yang Wen.
Yeah, the Cardinals would love to be able to generate some sort of offense. I mean, try and get a tally before the break. Just get a little bit of momentum on your side. But it's been all Andover. And, you know, we talked about coming in. It was going to be a tall task, as you mentioned, for the Cardinals to get this done. But it makes
Rao fanned on a shot attempt. Sorry to cut you off, but
that's okay. I'm used to it. Oh.
Yang Wen, another freshman, getting a lot of playing time this year. And, of course, we've talked a lot about Kaylin Green, just a sophomore. Good to have those pieces in place, the foundation blocks for the future.
Well, you talked about, you know, just the one win a year ago, able to get 4 so far this season. And so that's an improvement. And it's just, you know,
I like the hope.
It takes time.
I like the hope in your statement.
Yes.
So far.
So far.
Kind of flipping the field. We got Kaylin Green, who's normally an attacking midfielder, playing on the back line. We've got Yang Wen, who's normally a stopper, playing at a forward position. Rao playing up at a attacking mid, normally the sweeper for the club.
Well, they're trying to change some things up a little bit, see if they can get something going.
Addison Erickson out there on the front line as well, another freshman for the Cardinals.
Oh, sure, an opportunity for Coach Benson to see what he has in those younger players, especially in a game like this where there's a lot of pressure.
Alphen checks back in with Michaela Hafslin, just a sophomore. We saw quite a bit of her. She had a very solid contest last week against Champlain Park. Rebels again bringing all kinds of numbers in with 3-0, and Bone sweeps it away. Again, understand.
Yeah, a lot of Huskies there.
Hard not to be selfish in a 5-0 tilt, but Lauren Wright, you've got 2 girls waiting out there for tap-ins.
And Bone coming up with that really nice save.
Yeah, and she did the only thing she really could have, which was to attack the ball and hope it doesn't get by her into the net or over to one of those 2 girls staring at 24-foot wide soccer goal. You know, they don't use those in hockey.
No, they do not. That would be difficult.
I could have used one last night. I would have hit the net.
Are you saying that you couldn't score last night?
With my team down 1 goal and our goalie pulled in the final seconds, the puck came to me on the doorstep with a wide open net in front of me, and I missed the net.
No.
Yep. That's the way it goes.
It happens.
Yeah.
Happens.
Nothing on the line there, though.
Did they make you walk home after?
There were a lot of jokes made at my expense.
I am sure, but you're tough. You can take it. You're thick. You have thick skin.
Good clear by Kaylin Green. It spun out the end line.
Yep.
So another corner kick upcoming. But able to stop the attack, the important part.
Yes.
Bone having to stare into the sun for this corner. And they'll pass their way out. Create a different angle, a shot and a goal. That was beautifully set up piece. Isabella Schrader getting her second.
Yeah, pretty goal there. Not much Bone could do. She tried to, it went high and just over her fingers dips. And But a pretty goal.
Assist number 16, Morgan Kneppley.
Kneppley getting the assist. (6-0). What we knew could happen, we're hoping would not.
Correct. Well, you know, again, you look at their games this season, and I'm talking about Andover. They've scored 6 once and 5 once, other than the 12-0 win over the Cardinals. Otherwise, it's been 2 or 3 goals every game, or less.
This shot well wide. Goal kick coming up for Coon Rapids. Stopped up with a head for Gowalczyk. Knight got it back, and now back to Overham. Good passing again by the Huskies, able to establish possession, spread out the Cardinals, work that ball, change fields. And able to find space on the field. Rarely are they passing it to someone who will be immediately contested.
And again, they move the ball around the field well. They take time off the clock, quite obviously, because they're up big.
Huskies play it into the corner for Purcell. She's able to work her way back out into the middle. Shot is blocked, but still in a dangerous spot out front.
And the Huskies continue to pressure inside.
Kowalczyk gets around, trying to get that one out front. Or at least on a better angle toward the net. Instead, it's out and a goal kick for the Cardinals. And that one's right out. Andover right back in control, down to the final 90 seconds of the opening half. 6-0 in favor of the home team.
Yeah, it's going to make it a tough situation for Coon Rapids, trying to see what they can do in the second half.
Skyland Jorgensen and Isabella Schrader with 2 goals each. Also got tallies from Audrey Swenson and Mackenzie Euchre. And everything's turning up roses for the Huskies.
It really has been.
Huskies good, smart, safe plays all over the field. And then springing that speed, and they have used that speed all night, and there's another one. It's 7-0 before halftime.
Again, just a pretty
That's
goal.
Schrader with her third.
Yep. And you talked about speed. We've been talking about it all night long. It's been winning this game for the Huskies, and they're just doing such a great job of, controlling the ball, but just going past that Cardinal defense. And then that's a pretty shot to find that far side.
just over an outstretched bone. Schrader with a natural hat trick. She scored the last 3 in the game. The buzzer will sound, and one team goes to the locker room very happy, the other scratching their heads a little bit after a tough 40 minutes of play. We'll take a break, be back with first half highlights after this on CTN. Back at Andover High School, the Huskies a 7-0 advantage at the half over Coon Rapids in this Section 7 3A quarterfinal. They came in as the number 3 seed, heavily favored, got a little help from sloppy play in their own end by the Cardinals, and then the floodgates opened.
They certainly did, Joe, and Andover really just took control from start to finish of that first half, and obviously scoring 7 times and really putting Coon Rapids in a monumental hole.
Skyland Jorgensen had the first 2. Then it was Audrey Swenson and Mackenzie Euchre, and then the last 3, all courtesy of Isabella Schrader. Nice way for that senior to start her section tournament.
Yeah, that's a pretty good first half for her.
Now the Cardinals will look to win the half if they can and salvage something. Huskies coming out for the second half up big. Winner moves on. The loser is done for the year. You're watching Section 7 3A girls soccer on CTN. All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
This material is property of the Minnesota State High School League. No downloading, saving, or archiving of this production is permitted.
Grace Stevenson and the Cardinals marching back onto the field for the second half of this Section 7 3A quarterfinal. Her 6th-seeded Cardinals trailing the 3rd-seeded Huskies by a 7-0 score. Huskies start with possession here in half number 2 and quickly work it to the attacking end where they spent a large majority of the first half. Stella Bowen has been busy. She has earned a good night's rest when this is over.
Yes, she has. She's been extremely busy, and we'll see. It'll be interesting. We'll see what Andover does, leading 7-0. I think can continue to apply the pressure, and what the Cardinals did, kind of any adjustments at all, or just what Coach Benson wants to see from his squad in the second half, trailing by 7 goals.
Green couldn't stop it up. Here's a breakaway for Dobarts, fires up and over. And out of play, goal kick upcoming for the Cardinals.
Yeah, she had a great opportunity to make it 8-0, but just a little bit too much on it.
Well, one strategy we saw change middle of the first half was positioning of players. Bailey Rao, who's on the ball right now, normally the sweeper for the Cardinals. Kaylin Green is back playing the stopper, and it looks like she's limping a little bit, so that might be due to, we talked about her sustaining a bit of a knee injury against Champlain Park in the regular season finale last Wednesday. And hard to tell how much that's hampering or if that was a part of the decision. Here's another opportunity. This one's going to be offside.
They didn't blow a whistle? Oh, they did.
There's the whistle. Flag was up. Yeah, Dana Stocky, or was that Addie Dobarts, who just had the last opportunity on the breakaway, almost had another one. This one flipped over the defense. Here come the Huskies, and they'll tap it in as Green ran over Bowen, who came charging out for the ball, and that just left the easy tap in and the hat trick for Skyland Jorgensen.
So that's going to make it 8-0. Of course, not that it matters greatly, but you do have running time at this point.
Yeah, Green trying to hustle back, knows the dangerous scorer that's attacking, and Bowen's eyes were on the ball. Green's eyes were on her mark until the last moment when they collided and just made it an easy tap in for Jorgensen. Pass out front is smothered by Bowen.
Well, the Huskies continuing to pressure and keep scoring as much as they can.
Well, and to a certain extent, you can't get away from your game.
No.
You want to go out and continue to execute
Absolutely.
your game, because the games are only going to get more difficult, have more pressure. Shot from a ways out. Bowen handles this one off the foot of Alicia Hoffman. Bigger situations, better teams lie ahead for the Andover Huskies, barring a monumental type meltdown or miracle.
Oh, it would be a monumental miracle for sure.
Rao trying to settle the bouncing ball. Brenna Hudson back to challenge, gets the takeaway, but then loses it out of bounds.
The Cardinals have scored 9 goals in the game, but it was against a much inferior team than to what they're playing today. Obviously,
yes. Parks. There was a
Park Centers. They're very
Park
big
Center
difference.
is not Andover.
It's they're no Andover.
That was a fun game to witness.
Yes.
Just because the Cardinals able to have so much fun and so much success for a team that has struggled so much, and the seniors were such a big part of it. And
They were.
It was senior night. They spread the ball around.
They did.
It was a lot of fun to witness. But yes, Cardinals had possession time similar to what the Huskies' possession time has looked like in tonight's contest. Huskies able to win the ball back. Again, good passing. Try to work it up the middle. That one's interrupted by Griffith. Alphen had a touch. Continues to pressure Schmidt. Support comes for the Huskies, and then Alphen able to poke it in deep. Stevenson kept off of it by the Husky defense. Lost out of bounds, Husky ball. Well, the Huskies similarly have moved Skyland Jorgensen to the back line, it looks like.
Well, you know, this gives Andover a great opportunity to kind of mix things up a little bit too. Play around with their lineup a little bit, see what they have, move players around up 8-0.
Oh, absolutely. Give players a chance that normally wouldn't have a chance to play, especially in sections. Game you're relatively comfortable with at this point. And I say relative only because coaches are not comfortable during a contest usually.
Usually not, but when you're up 8-0, you're very comfortable on that Andover sideline.
And for the Cardinals, a lot of positives we talked about throughout the season in year one under Coach Ben Benson. Cardinals trying to stop this Huskies onslaught. Another chance for Hudson. This one turned away by Bone, and then a collision that has bodies falling on top of the young keeper once more.
Yeah, they were able to feed that ball in front of the net, but there was a collision and whistle was blown.
Yeah, I think they ruled that it had gone out of bounds off the save and then spun back in. Again, they pass out of it, a little give and go. Hudson, an opportunity from a sharp angle. Punched out, but right to the top of the 18. The Cardinals able to clear.
Yeah, Andover player fanned on it. Had a great opportunity up top.
Anna Langworthy pressuring, trying to win a race. Unable to do so. Good acceleration by Alicia Hoffman to get to the ball first and keep Langworthy off of it. It was a good long through ball from Grace Stevenson. Stevenson has it pushed away from her. Huskies recover. And start to move to the other end. Swenson, long shot. Bone got a piece of it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that if she had that was going to go in, but again, just a great play by Bone, who's been extremely busy all night long.
Well, and Audrey Swenson has had two like that where she's been down that right wing. One in the first half that Bone dove and just got a fingernail on. This one gets a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's definitely headed into that far corner.
Yeah, that second look at that gave me the same thought.
Another corner kick for the Huskies. Dobrats will try and swing it in. It's punched away. The Huskies direct it up and over out of play. Goal kick for the Cardinals.
That was a solid corner kick, too. Put it just right in front of the net. But Bone got a piece of it.
No, again, we saw that direct bend in the boys' game against Champlain Park last week. It's so rare that anyone even attempts it.
Right.
But Bone was ready for it as Dobrats tried to spin it in. Isabel Allen gets it ahead. Langworthy leaves it for Backery, and now Rao down the sideline. Bailey Rao into the middle, got away from Stevenson. Huskies able to clear. Oh, went out off Cardinals.
Yeah.
Cecilia Kostick able to outrun a defender and get a little bit of room. Her shot blocked by Kaylin Green. Green able to keep her off it, let it go out the end line, get the goal kick. Or instead we'll draw the penalty for the contact there for Peyton McKnight, and it'll be a free kick. Speed down the wing into the corner for the Huskies. Good stop by Kaylin Green. Fires it upfield. I think that was Allen again. Bump to the ground. That'll draw the whistle against Skyland Jorgensen. Oh, it was Grace Stevenson. They got knocked to the turf. Another good stop by LeClaire. Put a little too much on it, trying to feed Langworthy over on the sideline.
Yeah, Cardinals just trying to mount something here offensively. I'd love to get at least one tally before the night's over. Huskies making a couple of substitutions. Of course, we have the Andover boys taking on the Coon Rapids boys directly after this one.
Directly.
Yeah,
and that
should be a fun one.
A closer contest. The Huskies, though, will come into that one with a little chip on their shoulder, I would assume, having lost to the lower-seeded Cardinals during the regular season.
Yeah, 2-1.
Of course, that gives the Cardinals a little more confidence than a number 6 seed might normally have going into the first round. Knowing it's a team they can and have beaten.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for the Huskies, number 10, Ellie Fields.
Ellie Fields will check in, and she will take over for the free throw. In the corner, Hudson stops up. Tried to spin it off the end line, but out of play, another goal kick. Bailey Rao lost it in a step over. Good positioning by Audrey Swenson. Rao tripped her up. Gets the foul. Argues her case, but
that's falling on deaf ears.
Yeah, you're not going to get that one overturned. Brenna Hudson will handle the free kick, and this one from a dangerous spot. Will hook it into the middle, a redirect right in. And Stella Bowen is there for the save. Addie Baumauer on the redirect.
Good thought from the Huskies, and just not much of a redirect. It was an easy, relatively easy save for Bowen.
It was a cool little heel kick up over the top from Backery. And now Rao stepped over, missed the ball. Not what she wanted to do. Backery has been a nice leader for this club, a junior captain. Will be back to lead the team again next year. Another long through ball, another race for the ball. Kaylin Green able to get there first and send it out of play and out of danger. Straight on shot for Cecilia Kostick, stopped up. Unofficially, 20 shots on goal for the Huskies.
That's impressive.
I guarantee I've missed some.
In Coon Rapids, number 2, Selena Cardenas-Lazos. And number 16, Monica Bolanos.
Couple of seniors checking in for the Cardinals, Selena Cardenas-Lazos and Monica Bolanos. Coach Benson trying to get everybody a chance. Again, knowing that time ticking away on the 2023 season.
Yeah, I mean, and you know they'll take a lot out of this season. There's a fair amount of positives and some things that they wish went the other way.
Callie Alphen, good pressure to force the turnover in deep. Backery trying to find herself some room. Plays it back to Bolanos. Into the middle. That was intercepted in front of Cardenas-Lazos. But Bolanos able to win it back. That pass stopped up. Hudson and Bolanos battle near midfield. Claire had a piece of that pass, and now here come the Huskies down the side with speed and numbers, but then blew a tire, and the ball rolls in harmlessly to the goalkeeper, Stella Bone.
I think Kaylin Green's looking to come out. You can see her; she's definitely hobbling. She needs to come out. She's calling,
waving to the sideline.
Yeah. Coaches don't see her. Yeah, she's in pain. At this point, she should come out.
Yeah, noticeably limping on the back end for the Cardinals, and it's that right knee that she went knee to knee on a follow through on an attack attempt early in that Champlain Park loss.
Yeah, she certainly doesn't want to risk further injury.
Basketball season is right around the corner.
Yes, they need her healthy for that.
Hudson trying to get around the corner and does. Bone able to boot it away, but another corner kick upcoming.
Yeah, they're gonna sub in for her. She's noticeably limping off the field.
Number 8, Erin Yang Win.
Yeah, and she's coming directly out the sideline rather than making it all the way to midfield.
Number 9, Sophia Purcell. And number 13, Ava Kowalczyk.
A gutty effort for the sophomore.
Yeah, it'd probably be the evening for number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
This one played right back to McKnight. Into the corner for Fields. McKnight into the middle. Little back kick, a shot, and a great clear behind the keeper by Griffith.
Griffith just right in the right spot, able to get it away. That was going to be a goal.
Bone got a piece of it, but it got behind her, and Griffith able to clear it away and keep that Andover lead from growing any higher.
You can see it again here.
That was a great back pass by Baumauer. And Lauren Wright was right there, thought she was jamming it home. Instead, Stella Bone got a piece. Griffith cleaned it up.
And she came out of net, made a nice save.
Huskies, again, able to stop up much momentum for the most part all night by midfield. They've just been able to stop the Cardinals up, get them turned right back around. And again, you had to be impressed, especially in that first 5 to 10 minutes, how much pressure they came with.
Oh, yes.
They got it deep. Cardinals started with the opening possession, but as soon as they passed it backwards, the Huskies came and applied pressure. Bowen able to make the save, and fortunately the rebound stays right there for her.
Yeah, because there was a Husky at the doorstep, but she was able to make sure she pulled it in.
Was that Sophia Purcell?
Yeah.
Number 9?
Number 9. Number 9 was looking to score number 9.
Backery had to wait for it a little bit along the sideline. Now stops up to avoid Ellie Fields, plays it into the middle. That's intercepted. McKnight trying to work out of some traffic and does. Able to step up on Steegman originally. This one down the left wing. No flag. The pass out front. Settle and score. And now they have number 9.
Yeah, so you're looking at 21 goals in the 2 matchups so far.
Lauren Wright there, and what a great pass and a good heads-up play.
Yep.
Knowing we're in behind the defense, Euchre out front. I guarantee that seemed like forever for Lauren Wright
I'm sure.
to settle down.
I am sure of it.
That's just taking too
Come
long.
on.
Still had plenty of room to put it home. 9-0 lead, and Stella Bowen has come out of the game, being replaced by Aaliyah Williams. Both sophomores.
Well, that's certainly a good situation to have for the Cardinals.
And we'll see if we saw Stella come back in as
I think she's going to.
As a player in the game against Park Center. See if she goes and changes. It does look like she's grabbing a regular jersey. Cardinals have to force this one out the end line, and another corner kick for Andover. Again, they pass out of it. Work it out front, a low shot. It just misses wide. A goal kick upcoming for the Cardinals.
And for the Huskies, number 16, Morgan Knepley. And number 12, Bella Schrader.
16 minutes remaining. In the Cardinals season, Andover, of course, will move on.
Backery puts a foot into that. Cardenas Lazlos couldn't control. Huskies start to move it again. Good passing, good patience. Morgan Knopfli in the middle. Finally, the Cardinals able to knock it away. Williams a little more tentative coming out.
Oh, she had a long way to go
to get that one.
Yeah, she was a little concerned about the Husky player trying to beat her to the ball.
Just noting the difference in style, because Bowen, every time she comes out and she attacks the ball strong.
Yeah.
Either way, Williams was able to get control. Cardinals end up with a free kick. It's one category I think they may be leading in.
They'll take it.
Clear did not get past midfield, and here come the Huskies again with numbers. Cardinals send it back up the middle. Overham stops it up. Baumauer back to the near side. Purcell trying to send it out front. That's disrupted. The clear waited on by Ellie Fields. Fields sidesteps Backery. Slips it ahead for Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk looking to find a friend, but white jerseys everywhere she turns, and eventually sent out of bounds by Bolanos. Huskies will play it all the way back to the keeper, Nightingale. Now start to work up the near sideline.
Bailey Rao back in. I don't believe we do have an 18 in our roster.
Xaviera Bonifacius.
Okay, there we go.
Hate when we have to do it for,
Yeah.
for a Cardinal team. You know, if she wore half that number, she'd be number 9.
Number 9. Or if she added the 8 and the 1 together, she'd also be number 9.
And then we do have a number 9, but we know
We
who
do.
that is.
Yeah, we do,
Kaylin
yeah.
is unfortunately on the sidelines, and as we talked about, probably done for the evening.
Yeah.
Clearly in some discomfort.
Yep.
But number 18, Wade, welcome to the game. So I talked about earlier that the winner goes on to face the winner between Blaine and Cambridge Isani. Bengals are the number 2 seed, likely will be the winner.
Yep. Should be anyway.
Huskies yet another corner kick. This one taken by Schrader. High serve right into the middle up top. Turning shot right on goal for Mackenzie Euchre, but the save made by Aaliyah Williams. Huskies lost a 2-1 game to Blaine in their one meeting this season, that back on September the 21st. And
Yeah.
that was at Blaine,
Well, it should be a good one.
where this contest would be, should that be the matchup.
Correct.
If Cambridge Isani were to pull off a huge upset, they would be coming here for round 2. That's how it works.
Yes, sir, it certainly is. Head coach Ben Benson. He's a great guy. We've get to know him over the year. Both soccer coaches, good guys.
Yeah, I think Ben's going to be a real nice fit.
Yep.
Hopefully, I am always hopeful for all new coaches that they're going to be great fits and help take the program to the next level and stick around for a while. Certainly wish all of our new coaches all the best. But we were just talking about it the other night about the quality of characters that they have put behind
Correct.
the benches of both of these soccer programs
Correct.
in the last couple of years. Because Tyler Seidel is just an outstanding guy, a very positive motivator on the sidelines all the time. Ben is a little bit more reserved, a little bit quieter than Tyler, but
Tyler is very, very vocal on the side.
similarly, just it seems to be, have a great plan and just be a great fit, as we talked about.
Yeah, that seems like the athletes like both their coaches and play hard for them for sure.
Tipped out of bounds by Monica Bolanos. Huskies continuing to work at the
Corner for the Huskies.
attacking end. Another corner kick. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I think this is number 9.
Are you sure it's number 9?
I think it's
You
number
think it's
9,
number 9?
but I could be wrong.
There's a
And
goal.
that one is in off a Cardinal defender. Essentially, the Cardinals' second own goal of the game. It is just the way the game has gone. Shot from a long ways out, and right thought by Caitlin Griffith, just a shade too late, and it directs into the net instead of wide.
Assist to Ellie Fields.
If they can hold them here, it's still an improvement.
From the 12?
Well, last
Yeah.
game it was 12-0.
Two goals less, you're saying?
Hey, take the positives where you can.
You'll spin it any way you can.
I'd still love to see the Cardinals find a way to get down there, get one good opportunity,
Yes.
and finish it.
I agree.
To avoid the shutout, but again, a team that I think they only had like 7 goals, 8 goals last year for the entire season. And this year they, I think, are in the 20s, if I'm not mistaken. So that has come a long way. 1 win to 4. But you got to find a way to, you obviously want to win some games, but you can't allow yourself to get blown out by these kinds of margins. If you're going to be where that man wants this program
Yes.
to be.
Yeah, they scored 25 goals this season.
And I don't remember what year it was. I want to say it was 2013, but that could be wrong. But let's just say it's 10 years ago.
I'll humor you.
Tonight, it's in my Facebook memories. We were covering a girls soccer section quarterfinal at the Cardinal Stadium with the number 1 seeded Cardinal girls soccer team in the section.
Looking to get back to that.
Well, and for a long time, that's where they were. They were
always very
contender,
strong. Always.
Every year, of
Yep.
course, we go back as far as Fred Adkins.
Yes, we do.
State tournament appearances. I believe they made 1 state tournament appearance under D-Joy as well.
Yeah.
And it may have been that 2013
very well
year,
could be.
actually. It seems about right.
Anyone watching, Joe's cell phone number is... I can look it up for you. You can tell me. They know.
555. 55.
999 9999
9.
9.
Griffith able to stop that one up, turn it back toward the Andover end, but out of bounds. And we approach the final 5 minutes. Andover will move on to Thursday's semifinal round. The Cardinals will finish the season at 4-12-1.
Correct.
Good job staying on side this time and firing it home is Lauren Wright to make it 11-0. Her second.
Goal to Lauren Wright, assist to Morgan Petrie.
I will see it again, getting behind the defense and doing a really nice job of just staying with it, keeping that ball on her foot, and then nice strike to find the back of the net.
I'm still hopeful for the Cardinal goal.
Yes, I am as well. And to hold them to under 12.
This one played in deep. Alphen creating pressure and ends up going out the end line. They're going to call it a goal kick. I didn't think that Alphen ever touched the ball.
No, I didn't either.
I thought that went off.
Yeah,
of
I thought so as well. Let's take another look at it. No, I think she did get a foot in there. Parents are filing in for game number 2.
A couple of goal kicks back to back as the Cardinals bring a little pressure.
There's the Cardinal boys squad that's going to take on Andover after this one.
They have the knowledge of having beaten Andover 2-1 earlier in the season.
This is true.
That should help, but always get a little bit of butterflies in your stomach come section time perhaps, and you know you're still the underdog as the number 6 seed facing the number 3. That might be the best shot on goal of the night for the Cardinals. Langworthy bringing some pressure.
The Cardinals are feeling it too. They would love to get a goal here and not get shut out. But the Huskies would love to be able to preserve the shutout.
Langworthy up top for the Cardinals. Poking in near side for 18. Tried to get it back to Langworthy, and that was intercepted. Bolanos. Good step. Played into the middle by Alphen. The Huskies able to get it cleared again. Knopfler will run all the way across the field, now down the sideline. Trying to stay away from Addison Erickson. Huskies move it into the middle. Good little body check from Bolanos. But the Huskies stay with it, and then the shot goes wide from the tight angle by Sophia Purcell.
Yeah, great opportunity for Purcell there. Just couldn't get the shot she wanted.
And under a minute to play. Goal kick not able to get it clear, comes right back in. Easy roller for the scoop up by Williams. Long ball to the other end, too far for Langworthy to challenge. It's cleared away by Nightingale. Clearly I'm tired and need to go home.
You have one more in you.
I think you're on your own.
No. You leave, I leave.
Oh, we'll see. But that is going to do it for the girls' quarterfinal, and it will do it for the season for the Cardinal girls soccer team.
Yeah, tough way to close out their season, quite obviously. You know, they've been playing a little bit better here the last few games, and here they come in, they meet a buzzsaw in the Andover Huskies, and they drop it 11-0 to end their season and keep the Huskies alive.
Yeah, the Cardinals, it will end the season of a handful of seniors, most notably Captain Anna Langworthy and Grace Stevenson. But you also have Monica Bolanos, Isabel Allen, and Selena Cardenas Lazos.
Yeah, that last game's always tough.
But you also have a lot of youth, as we talked about,
They do.
coming up in this program that should be exciting for Coach Benson and his staff and all of the Cardinal fans out there, feeling like this season was a step in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's a look at what we have coming up for you here on CTN. We've got bowling.
Pin your hopes
from
on that
Classic Bowl. On Thursday, Bill Hupp handling the coverage for that one. Homecoming night at the stadium as the Cardinals host the Blaine Bengals. And then volleyball playoffs starting next Thursday, the 17th. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.